Everyone, and welcome to my channel. I thought I'd do something new today and change it up and use Zoom so I could get a horizontal view for YouTube and see if I get any different results. I'm always changing things up, learning, tweaking as I go along, and I love sharing that with my audience. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Melinda Van Fleet. I'm an intuitive and energetic business and leadership mentor, coach, consultant. I consider myself a hybrid across all three just because of my vast business experience, as well as being certified as a life and business coach. And also all your business experience makes you a really great mentor. So there you go. So welcome to my channel. And if you're new here, please poke around. I have almost 5 years of content on this channel. So plenty of things to fill your boots with. But what I want to talk about today is mastering your intuition for your business success. And unfortunately, there is a lot of information out there on the internet that can be very misleading and cause a lot of confusion for people, which either sends them down the wrong path or it makes them so confused, so stressed out, so overwhelmed that they actually just stop. I had someone last year say to me, I don't want to hear crickets in my business. And you know what? I barely see her post online. That's what happens to people. I don't know if that's what happened to her, but I'm just saying that's what happens to people. They get so overwhelmed, so stressed out by all the information that they don't know where to turn. So listening to your intuition is something that I find to be one of the most valuable things, and I know I'm not alone in this thought process, that you can possibly learn to master in your life. So there's a huge difference between intuition and where that stems from and just plain old knowledge that you got from your brain. So your brain is a processing center, which really means that things just go into your brain. And that could be information that you have gathered over your lifetime from your own experiences or from reading books or watching videos. So when someone says they have to think about it, what that really means technically is that they're pulling data from their brain. But when you use your intuition, you're letting the divine, God, the universe, your higher mind, however you want to put it, deliver the information to you. And often that comes, number one, from asking really good questions or from just being open, having your mind be free and clear, less distractions, more openness to receive the information. And quite frankly, if you don't know this, I'm going to tell you, this is how the majority of successful entrepreneurs, writers, people that have written best-selling books and book series, people that write for television shows, actors, actresses, artists, all of these people access the information from their higher mind. They don't literally sit and try to think of things. That actually just doesn't work. And if you're doing that, you're just pulling out old data, which may or may not work for you, which is really what I want to talk about today. So in this whole world with so many courses, so many distractions, so many teachers and coaches and things that you can read, like blogs, listen to podcasts, our minds continue to get full of all sorts of content that may not be good for you. And I know specifically that I have been down this road many times where I listen to someone else's advice and then I go to do the advice and it doesn't work for me. So over the years, I've had to really get clear on what my goals and dreams are and how they feel to me at the soul level, meaning, am I excited about them? Do I get excited? Do I get lit up? Do I think that it's something that I could achieve? And achieve doesn't mean that it's going to be really easy. So I don't want people to think that. I just want people to think that It's not like me going out saying I can learn to play the violin tomorrow and I'm going to be like at, Carnegie Hall or something. That just doesn't feel achievable to me. That doesn't feel like exciting to me. Exciting for somebody else. Absolutely. Kudos to them. And I think that's amazing. But exciting for me, no. And I think about that in terms of my husband, Ryan, when he and I met, and I could see that he was so passionate about fishing. He loved fishing. We went fishing all the time. And he did not think his dream was something that was able to be achieved. But I saw that he could achieve his dream, which would be and that we opened a sport fishing business, and he's a captain for the last 12 years here in the Florida Keys. So when you truly have your passion and then you believe in yourself and you take action, you can make things happen. And we followed our intuition in the process to get down to the Florida Keys and to create the whole business model in general. Every single piece of it was based on intuition. And every time we took a little turn and we tried something different because maybe someone said it was good advice, it didn't work out. They were just lessons. That's okay. That happens, but it didn't work out. So one of the first things I would suggest to you is to have radical awareness around how you feel, what you're excited about, what lights you up, what you think your skills and strengths are, where you want to go in your life. Just really sit and think about questions like that. Like, how do you feel? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years? Do you see yourself retiring, not retiring? Like, give yourself like all the questions that you can possibly think of and really have radical awareness around what you desire, not what someone else said would be a good idea for you, or here's their suggestion. Really what you desire. That is so, so, so important. And to keep that vision in front of you as you go down this path is even more important, because that's what happens, right? We get derailed by all these things. And if you stay on your path to where your intuition is guiding you, you will have an easier time achieving those goals faster without getting derailed. The next thing I would say is that, and I know this is cliche, and some people may roll their eyes, and some people may say, I'm too busy to do this, or I can't get my head to stop, spinning and my brain to be quiet, but meditation. Yep, meditation. I said it, it's cliche as all get up, but meditation changed my life. It truly did. I started meditating in May of 2018 after a dark day of the soul. I was sitting on our blue couch where we used to live, and I was having a complete breakdown, crying, screaming at the universe. Everything sucked. Nothing was moving. We had a second boat to sell. We were waiting for a new website to get launched for Good Karma Sport Fishing. We were waiting on a piece of equipment. Just the world, I felt like, was crashing in and everything was out of my control. So what ended up happening in the middle of my crying and screaming fit, literal fit, like a 2-year-old, I looked over at the bookshelf and I saw Gabby Bernstein's book that was on my bookshelf from like 2009 when I got laid off. And I remembered that she was really into meditation. So something said to me, my intuition said, you need to start meditating. And I did. And I've never missed a day since. It's that important. And it literally changed my life. And again, I don't want to hear it like I'm too busy or I can't stop overthinking. Those are things that you can figure out, because at that time I was a sales rep and I traveled in my car, 4 days a week, 5 days a week. I pretty much lived in my minivan. And what I did was, whenever I got to an appointment early, I would sit in my car for 10 minutes and play something with meditation. And yes, I was an overthinker. I raised my hand high, but I worked on that. That can be fixed. So you have to start small, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, gradually increase the time to like 20 minutes now, like an hour to me. I try for an hour every morning, a little bit at night. It is so important to meditate and to work on clearing your mind. So do not make an excuse about you don't have time. Everyone has 10 to 15 minutes. If you put down that damn phone and stop scrolling, you would find 10 to 15 minutes to meditate And every single person can work on clearing your mind. That's why we do this, right? That is why we do this. So continue to do it and you will see amazing results. Your mind will open up and you will be able to hear those intuitive hits. You'll either feel like a knowing, or maybe something will pop up and you'll be like, oh, that came out of nowhere. And you just trust it. And that is tip number 3, trust. The more you trust, the more confident you will become, and the more and more things will happen. So what ended up happening for my husband and I, when we got our boat and we were in the process of launching our business, January 1st, 2012, over Christmas time, on Christmas Eve, so December 24th, 2011, right? I did the math. Right. I'm not great with math on the fly, I'll be honest. And I said to my husband while we were fishing, because we didn't have a name for the business and we didn't have a name for the boat, all of a sudden, because my mind was clear, we were out on the water, we were just having a good time. So the universe could deliver me an idea, and the universe delivered me the name Good Karma, which is for the name of the boat and the name of the business. And so it came to me, popped right in my head when I wasn't thinking about anything. And I looked right at my husband who was driving the boat and I said, I know what name of our business is going to be and the name of our boat. And my husband Ryan's like, what? And he said, Good Karma Sport Fishing. And a fish hit the line. A nice big fat tuna hit the line. And that was confirmation from the universe. So I strongly suggest to put these tools in action, create radical self-awareness around what your business goals are. For us at that time, it was obviously launching our business and we needed a name for the business. We needed a name. We needed a logo. We needed a name for the boat. We needed all those things. And we just like asked, we're like, okay, what could a name be? And then days later, we're fishing, I'm quiet, and it came through. And then we trusted. We're like, that's a cool name. Let's do it. Instead of like taking a survey and asking all these people, like trust your intuition in your business decisions. Because often that's what happens out there. A lot of people put out these surveys and they get all this other information from people and their brains, their data, the things that they've held over the years, and it makes things muddy and you could end up making a wrong decision. So trust your intuition, listen to guidance, have a clear path on what you're trying to achieve, take the action and trust. And this formula is a rinse and repeat. It's a rinse and repeat. And you will see success so much faster if you just stay on your path. If you like this video, let me know. I would love to hear from you. I have so many stories like this. I have another really powerful story like this in terms of my own speaking career, which I ended up just sharing a little bit with someone the other day at dinner. It brought it back to me. So I'm like, you know what? I want to talk more about this because, again, the internet is so crowded with people sharing their manifestation tips and all these things. And they're really not even talking about the actions that you need to take to make things happen and see results. And that's really important. You have to believe in yourself and take action so you can see results. And the more and more you do this, the more and more you will see the results and you will collapse time in the process and get to where you're going fast. So thank you for watching. If you're interested in working together, I will put all my information in the show notes. My website is melindavanfleet.com. You can follow me on Instagram at melinda_.com. My podcast is called the Success Codes Podcast. It comes out every Sunday morning. It's either a solo podcast or a conversation with another very successful entrepreneur, or sometimes once a month it's with my husband. And those are always super fun episodes to listen to. And I really want you to check out my brand new community that just launched 2 months and we're off to a great start. It's called the New Codes Collective. And what it is a mastermind. It's the quantum community for how to manifest your best life and business. And I'm so excited. It meets once a month on Zoom. There's also another call that is in a high 70 energy call. And if you don't know anything about a high 70 energy, it is a very powerful energy from the angels that I'm certified and attuned in. And I have lots of podcasts out there about that, including an interview with my mentor, Christina Rice. So I will put that information in the show notes. She is the founder of Ahai 7D Energy. So check out that podcast and learn more about Ahai. And also, I am a human design coach. So all of these things are part of my communities in terms of how I share information and teach along the way and really help people embody what they need to do to have their best life in business. So, and also the group has a Voxer group, which I love Voxer. I think that's really important. So thanks for being here. Let me know what you think in the comments. And until next time, I appreciate you being here. Bye.